Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Read Reviews Podcast, where we talk about movies, TV shows, video games, and pretty much whatever the hell we want to talk about. This is my co-host, Cody Ranson. Cody, welcome once again. I tried to get Gavin to come, but he didn't want to do it. He was being a little bitch. He's like, I don't have anything to say. I was like, okay, you just don't want to do it at all.
His response was hilarious. I'm just like, I really have nothing to say about the movie.
Yeah, which I'm not buying. I just don't think he just doesn't want to.
That's the thing from coming from one of the only other Marvel guys I know. Good way of putting, I don't want to drive there.
Yeah. You can just say that too.
Hey, dude, I don't blame you. So, but I got a good laugh because I know Gavin has something to say, a little something.
Yeah, he's a fucking
but either
asshole. But we're gonna jump into it. No bullshit fluff in the beginning because I want to talk about this movie, Fantastic Four: First Steps. That's what it's called. Yeah, Fantastic Four: First Steps.
I never knew what the type.
By the way, I'm going to have a short form video coming out, like the original videos that I was making when I first started the YouTube channel here. I don't know, hopefully in the next couple days or so, because I came down the night after we watched the movie and did a solo record of just my thoughts and opinions and everything about the movie because I was really stoked on it. And I just was like, I want to talk about it. So I came down here and I did it. So that should be coming out here pretty soon. And in that, I called it just Fantastic Four 2025 because I totally forgot about the subtitle of First Steps. I was like, whatever. It's the fourth fucking Fantastic Four movie that's come out in 20 years. So
even having seen the movie, I didn't remember, and I still won't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
unless there's more solo Fantastic Four movies that they do with different names. Then I'll maybe remember them. But I don't know if that's a thing.
Well, now we don't need more now. Well, I mean, I guess, are you talking about like sequels?
Yeah, I'm just saying like down the line, like do they do just another, there's Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, there's Thor 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Do they do more of these, or is it going to be another team up scenario, or who knows? Either way.
We'll find out. But yeah, we went and saw Fantastic Four opening night. We did not go to a 10 o'clock showing this time, so that was nice. What did we go see?
That helped.
That was Superman, right?
Yeah, and I think it definitely helped.
I think it did too, man. I vaguely remember Superman at this point. I remember like dozing off a couple of times and it sucked because I was having a good time watching Superman. I was enjoying it. And I kept there was like 2 or 3 times at the end where I did one of these things. I was like, fuck, man, I'm tired.
Once it comes to streaming sooner than it probably should.
They come quick now.
Like, I'll have to give it a rewatch because I do think that did not help, was just kind of being a little groggy through the whole thing of like, it's damn near midnight and we're still here watching this movie.
Yeah. It was too long.
Because,
and again, we talk about this every time, but I tried to come to the movie late and I still watched like 6 trailers.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, man.
And we have to say, like, we've gone to a few movies now. They're adding in one more commercial now, like every movie we go to. It started with a couple movies ago, we were at a theater and it's finally getting to the point where just like a progressive ad plays. And like in the middle of the trailers. Yeah. And you're like,
you're talking about those, yeah.
And then on the next one, this last, like going to Fantastic Four, we were hit with 2 in a row.
God, man, you just cannot.
And I was like, no, it's so fast. It's so fast. It's here. We're now just going to have a lot more regular stuff. Like, I don't want to go to the movies and be watching a TV commercial.
Dude, next thing you know...
That sucks.
Next thing you know, you're going to have Movie Pass to go to a certain movie screening where there's no ads.
Yeah, like, for real. No, it's exactly... They're just going to find a way to monetize more theater ways of getting away from that. And
it's so devastating. It's so devastating.
So, like...
But...
Either way.
Positive side, Christopher Nolan and James Cameron...
Cool trailers are coming out.
Are exclusively showing trailers in theaters now. So that the Odyssey one... And the
Avatar just came out today.
Yep.
On YouTube, I saw.
Yeah, and before that,
I don't think you can find the Odyssey yet.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, which is dope.
Because I know I told my brother, and he tried looking it up, and immediately he was like, "This feels weird." And I told him, "Is it like just fucking Jason Bernthal and Tom Holland talking, and then you see Matt Damon on a thing for a second?
Yes.
Like it doesn't show much." He's like, "No."
Right.
It's like it's not out. It's not public yet.
Yeah.
But like there's fakes, plenty of fakes.
So I think that's kind of exciting and fun, at least for the people like us that are still going to some movies. I know it's not as popular, but they're doing exclusive trailer releases.
I think I've gone. This has been the year of the most movies I've gone to in theaters.
Really?
In a long time, for sure. Like I mean, how many have we gone to at least so far? Like 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's a minimum.
And that's at least one a month, which I have not done in a long time.
Bro, Minecraft, Captain America,
Warfare,
Fantastic Four, Warfare, Superman, F1. Like, that's already 6 right there. Yeah.
So I mean, what I like is that I've seen a lot more trailers now in theaters. Dude, there were a lot of trailers in the last movie that we saw that I was like, wait, I've never seen the Predator Badlands movie. Yeah. I remember I even looked over at Gavin. I don't even know if he heard me, but I was like, that looked fucking sick.
It did look pretty sick.
I was like, I have not known nothing about this. I heard nothing about it, which I do like follow some subreddits and stuff, and I tend to keep up with movies and things. So like when I get hit with a trailer that I actually had no clue what this is, and I'm trying to figure it out, it's kind of throwing back to like going to the movies again, where I'm like, oh,
you're
like
excited.
Seeing the Odyssey trailer kind of gets me kind of pumped. Seeing Avatar, I actually was like, oh damn, this is Avatar. Yeah. Like this is the first time we're gonna see this. Kind of sick. Like.
Yeah. It gets you that excitement. You're like, oh, I want to watch previews, but they're still having too many trailers, dude.
There's at least 5 too many.
Yeah, and there's probably what 10, 12. Like I got there 15 minutes late, I think, and I think I still watched 6 trailers, including the Avatar one.
And it's like, dude, and they all vary. Some of them are cool. Like you get a teaser of the Odyssey, which is like perfect. It's perfect. It's not too long. It's very dramatic. Most people probably seeing the name Christopher Nolan and the Odyssey come up, everyone's going to be like, ooh, yeah, like that's all you have to do. And then there's some that are just like showing the whole movie's premise. And it's like, dude, I don't care.
Trailers are getting so bad about that lately.
I do not care at all. I'm a little miffed about seeing Project Hail Mary, the trailer for it.
Which one was that?
That's the new Ryan Gosling space movie.
Oh, yes.
Because it's a book, and I really wanted to read the book. I was going to read the book, and I wanted to go in like super, super not knowing anything, and the trailer's already shown me plenty of stuff that I was like, I really wish I didn't know that. Dang it.
It sucks, and Fantastic Four is actually a good example of it, because I just have a hard time now when it comes to cinematic universes and like DC and Marvel stuff when they come out, of not just watching everything that comes out before they do, and that's obviously my own bad, but also like, bro, I knew everything that happened in this movie before I saw it. I knew everything, and just from watching the trailers and maybe like one YouTube video breakdown, maybe like one 5-minute YouTube video breakdown.
Yeah, I think.
Granted, it's not like there's crazy spoilers or crazy things that happen, and there's no crazy reveals, nothing. Yeah, no, like, not really.
I didn't know much. I think I'd seen the trailer at least once. But by the time we were there, I had definitely forgotten most everything. Like, I wasn't looking for the scene from the trailer that I knew had to come still. I was just kind of like, all right, here we go.
Well, I will say that. I wasn't really either. I mean, I knew, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of knew of this. And, like, I didn't know how they were going to execute it or how it goes about, but I wasn't, it's like you were saying, like, look at, oh, here comes the scene.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't doing that.
I had a bad habit. I do have a bad habit of doing that for movies I'm really into.
Yeah.
So I watch the trailer.
So hard.
And then I'm, like, waiting for certain moments that I know were cool from the trailer. And then once it gets there, it's like, oh, yeah, I did see this already. So it's definitely not as cool now.
Well, I bet you there's, like, 5 Fantastic Four trailers that came out.
Oh,
and
wow.
They show, maybe it's 4. I feel like it's usually 4. And they end up showing like a significant amount more in every trailer. I'm like, holy shit! Like this would have been cool to see. This would have been cool to see. Blah blah blah. But whatever. I don't know, man. I'm doing it to myself anyways. Like I said, let's get into it. So we'll dive into overall thoughts. Cody, you can go ahead and start. No spoiler stuff yet. Just kind of generally how you felt about it. Quick snippet.
So went in with pretty much zero expectations, knowing superhero stuff and whatnot. And I'm just kind of along for the ride, and I walked out pretty impressed. Mm-hmm. Like, I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it was easily one of the best Marvel anything I've seen in a long time. Like
best superhero movie of the year, you said?
Well, yeah, for me right now, having seen Captain America, Superman, and this,
and Thunderbolts.
I didn't see
Thunderbolts. No, you didn't see that. We were talking about that.
Yeah, which I do hear good things about from everyone, but the Fantastic Four I would easily recommend. Like, I already recommended it to other people, even my brother, who, along with me, not huge on superheroes. Yeah. But I told him, I was like, not gonna lie, it was pretty good. Yeah. Like, I have to recommend, if you're like, Superman or this, I'm gonna recommend Fantastic Four.
Dude, and it's been really fun seeing people's opinions on the internet of Superman or Fantastic Four, because obviously they're going to get pitted against each other.
Yeah, it's tough not to.
They're the 2 biggest superhero movies coming out in the same month. Summer blockbuster, you know?
I think it definitely makes sense and is a little on purpose for a DC and a Marvel, a big, like, here we go into the new era of stuff to come out at the same time to try to compete. Yeah. I think it's like logical to see who's good, like who can do it better.
Yeah,
and what do people want.
Yeah, and it's so fun because you get to see. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought there. But and I was just so surprised because that's what I was gonna say. I really like going and seeing these movies before I can see anybody's opinions about them, other than like critics, early screeners,
the
shit
early
like that.
screeners,
Like, before I can see people that I actually care about.
Yeah.
Their opinions and what they say on it before what they say, because I know I'm forming my own opinion without other people's thrown in there.
It's as someone who's wants to go in completely blind. If I watch a review, it's almost impossible not to have a little bias now.
Yeah, to have a little bit of
I
what they
feel
said
it.
for this
I
and
feel
that.
it in my brain when it's happening, and I'm like, dang, I wish I wouldn't have heard them say that about this.
I know, and I love watching them too. So I've really tried. If they're movies that I really care about, I want to go see as soon as I possibly can.
No one else's. Maybe I'll look at the Rotten Tomatoes just to see the quick like what's the consensus maybe.
Yeah,
but
and then that's why I came and recorded that video right away. But so once everything started coming out about Fantastic Four and seeing people's opinions, and it seems like, I don't know, it's pretty close, so it's like kind of hard to tell.
Superman,
but it seems like most people like Superman more.
Superman made a lot of money.
Yeah, it's making a
lot of money. So we're gonna have to see what Fantastic Four does. I think I need a rewatch. I don't know. Like
I need to rewatch both.
I even when I'm explaining it to people, I'm like, I feel bad the way I'm talking about this because I don't think it deserves it. But I'm like being harsh, and that's just kind of how it is. I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as I'm making it seem.
For Fantastic Four?
No, for Superman.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like I just can't get this weird feeling out of the back of my head where the whole time I was just like,
It's just because it was so much.
It was a lot.
So much. But
yeah, it was a lot.
It's it's interesting because I think that right now Fantastic Four has a Rotten Tomato score of like 87, and Superman has like 84 or something like that.
It's like basically the same.
Yeah, it's basically the same, but Fantastic Four kind of has the edge, and that's how I see it. I actually think Fantastic Four is probably like a decent, I'd say it's almost like a point better on like the 1 out of 10 scale for me, whereas that's maybe more like a half a point.
Yeah, I think I gave Superman like a 6 maybe.
I think so, and I think I was a 7 or 7.5.
I would easily give this an 8.
Yeah,
for me, for Fantastic Four out the gate, I was like, and I think that's coming from my super bad bias against superhero movies. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, which it's like there's a little bit of a
that
curve
shows.
There. Yeah, it's different than me. Like I gave F1 an 8. And it's like not the same.
No,
I don't know why.
It's so much. It's so no. There's so much.
It's not the same weighting there on that scale. Just know that 8 on the Fantastic Four is really like whoa.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess kind of going into my thoughts a little bit. It was so interesting seeing people's opinions come out about Fantastic Four, and again, it's close, so it's hard to really tell. But from what I'm seeing, the most people seem to like Superman more, which was really surprising to me, because I think. I don't know. We'll get into it a little bit more when we dive into spoiler stuff, but I just think Fantastic Four is a better, solid movie. Like we talked about, the problem with Superman is it's not really a Superman movie.
I do think a lot of people probably like.
Oh boy, that's gonna be loud.
Can probably connect with or maybe enjoy watching the whole new DC stuff.
Yeah, it's new.
A bit of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
it's not like
James Gunn.
This is a Marvel movie, but even then, it stands on its own 2 feet pretty well. Like as you can just watch.
That's a big thing for people to know. This movie is
completely. Totally watch Fantastic Four, and it's a huge reason why I liked it. I'm sure. Captain America, I got lost in the sauce on the details.
I got lost, and I follow.
It was like I feel like I'm hopping into something where I definitely should have been. I need to know more, and I don't understand a lot of what's going on. This Fantastic Four, you go in, you sit back. It is just about them. Yeah. It's just about the Fantastic Four. They cue you in on all the story beats around them leading in. There's a nice little quick way to get into the fact that they're already the Fantastic Four. Yeah. And from then on, it's just a really solid it is a superhero movie, but it definitely is able to be like a good, I don't know what to call it, like a family movie, but it's not.
Dude, it is very optimistic and warm. I like this movie a lot. Even
like,
with the doom and gloom.
It's a movie all about them. It's about the Fantastic Four, and it's about how they kind of interact with each other and how they get things done, and a lot of the mottos behind what they do. I feel like.
We talked about this when we first got out of the movie, but this movie does not have very many characters. This movie has the Fantastic Four,
helps so
the
much.
Robot, the Silver Surfer, Galactus, And that's it for like
Yeah,
main
it's-
characters. Like the other ones are sub character, like supporting actors, and they are very like they're nobody else has like bigger spots.
Yeah,
like that.
'cause it's-
and I like that. It made it feel small, even though it was a world-ending thing. I don't know. It was weird how
yeah.
they pulled that off.
Because again, it's going to be tough comparing across the board just straight to Superman. But with how many quote unquote like really main characters there are, I would love to see the screen time numbers on characters in Superman because there is like Mr. Terrific could be considered a main character. I mean, at a certain point, they just go to the whole Justice gang
the Justice
as like
gang.
a main character themselves almost. Like you're going to see a lot of them.
Yeah.
And breaking away from so many things to try to hit so many different main players, it was tough. And it juggled a lot. It did what it could, I think, as best as it could. But it is so much nicer to, go to this where it's like, dude, it's just these 4 people, really.
Yeah.
Like,
and
just them. You're going to get to know them really well.
Yeah. And it's great. I think that's what makes it stand alone so well. We'll get into spoilers now. Just I like the movie a lot. I thought it was a really good movie. Go see it. Fantastic Four is one of the best things Marvel has put out since Avengers Endgame.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah, it's just a genuinely good movie, and you don't need to know anything else
It's like
about it.
you
if
don't
go
even
watch
need the Marvel tie to it to be what it is.
Nope.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah, it's just a good time. Go check it out. I don't have like a specific spoiler thing that I want to say. I just want to say that we're speak freely now.
Yeah.
Speak freely. No more.
There's
chains on
a
there.
lot that does still like kind of happen in
Yeah.
Plenty.
I think one of the things, like this movie is. So with most Marvel movies, my biggest gripe with it is the plot in the third act. And Marvel is known for always having the dumbest, most boring, generic third act things because it's always like.
Shit hits the fan and everyone's
but
going to fight.
Yeah, and it's always like the solutions to them are so dumb sometimes because this one is one of those solutions was, okay, punch harder. Not 100%. Because it did have Reed making his plan with teleporting the planet and all that stuff, and like there's these things. I don't know. Just the way it went by was so. I talked about this in my short form review, but the problem is with one of these kind of scenarios and using a character like Galactus, and I know a little bit from the comics just from watching YouTube video breakdowns. Like Galactus is, and I think what's kind of cool about Galactus is they change him a little bit, but Galactus is a cosmic god-like being who theoretically, based on his comic power, like. A dude made out of fire is not relevant whatsoever to fighting this guy. Like this is a type of character who has god powers, not godlike powers, god powers, and he could probably snap his fingers and everything would just disappear and he'd be good.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you make a dude who stretches in a fireball fight that? And so it's kind of cool how they changed it a little bit. It seems like he's more technology based rather than being cosmically based, because it seems like he eats planets. He has his own ship that he flies around on. And Galactus usually is a being that is so big that he like literally eats planets like with his hands.
Gotcha.
And this, he's like a lot bigger than skyscrapers, which in that case compared to the comics, he's really really tiny.
He's like, I'd maybe have to see it again on scale, but it feels like it's like a Godzilla size.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's
I think.
Godzilla size, which is a tiny ass
So-
Galactus, which is a tiny.
Yeah,
little Galactus.
in scale and perspective, even the way they present it, where it can still be like, is he as big? But like, I think to give credit where credit's due, sick villain. I was loving it.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy. It's hard to get me to buy into this, and I am.
Yeah.
I'm totally bought in.
I mean, they didn't even give us much exposition or backstory. It's just like he feeds and he's got the eternal hunger or whatever.
They just made him a straight baddie. I think that's what's really nice is there was no the if and or but is the Silver Surfer. It's how he acquires her, and you think she's just as bad as him maybe until you see the cracks, and it's like okay, but he is just straight up like I'm here to eat.
Yeah,
and there's nothing you can do about it. Sorry,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna do it.
And it's not even like it's malice intent per se with him, and that's like what kind of comes off in the comics. It's just like this is what I need to do, and I need to eat, and I need to feed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry that you guys. I mean, he doesn't say this shit like that, but he's like, you guys just happen to be on this planet, and he has to eat planets with life because they give him the most life. It only really falls apart with me when their solution to the problem is Sue puts him in a force field and pushes him, and like their whole plan is to bait a godlike omnipotent being. So what they do in the third act is that Reed invents this teleportation system thing, and usually you can only move an egg. They decide and find out that they can't beat Galactus, so they're going to teleport the Earth somewhere else to where he can't find them for millions of years. That's the third act plot and what ends up happening out there. But the plot is, for again, this omnipotent giant god being in the universe, is to have him walk through New York to this baby because he wants their baby because their baby's got some cosmic superpowers.
Yeah.
Is for him to walk to the baby and pick up the baby and get it in bait and use the baby as bait for him to pick up the baby and walk into this teleporter thing, and then they'll teleport him away to where he can't get to them for millions of years. And I'm like, God, it's such a stupid and simple thing for a giant godlike being. And it's just to like trick him to walking over a very blatant caution tape line in a triangle.
He stops the first time.
and he stops, and I'm like, okay, I thought it would have been way more interesting if just like he knew the whole time and he was like baiting them to that or something, because he's supposed to be smarter, and I don't know. And Reed Richards is standing there with the lever and watching him walk into the thing, and he's right next to the thing. It's like, oh, what's that? That seems kind of fishy. And they just do a bait and switch where they like Johnny shoots his eyes with the flames, and then they just grab the baby and take it to the tower, and then he scans and goes over the tower and gets the baby. I'm like, it's such a dumb thing.
Like you were saying, if he is some god being with god powers, then why does he have mechanical scanners to scan for the baby?
Yeah.
It's like, no, this dude would just know where the baby is.
And again, I know I'm bitching about it, but I think
if you go super nitpicky and into plot holes, they're everywhere throughout every superhero movie.
Most movies,
like,
honestly.
If you want to go that far, but that's where I'm like, that's why I like this movie. It is some insane bullshit going on. Like 99% of the time, it's like, this could never happen. But the way it's presented, 100% I believe in whatever this universe is, that this is happening.
Yeah, but and also, like I was saying, I'm bitching about it because of just kind of a little bit more context that I know and what I thought going in and what I was expecting out of Galactus. But I do think, like I was saying before, that they did a good job of making him seem more technological based and not cosmic.
Yeah.
And so that makes a little bit more sense. It's like, okay, he's not like God mode Galactus like he is in the comics. It's fine, but I still think it's dumb and kind of boring. Like they literally just push him into a hole.
Sue had to go mom mode.
Yeah, and kill herself.
And like go ham and then have baby bring her back.
Yeah.
Which I will say, that probably is something that
another stupid superhero
thing.
It
should hit harder, but like everyone knows she's not probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Unless she did, and then they waited a few movies to do that. Now that would have been like kind of that would have maybe bumped up again, but I 100% get it where it's like, no, we have way too much stuff to cover here. Yeah. This needs to just happen and go. So like that doesn't really hit that hard.
There's not usually stakes in Marvel movies.
Pedro Pascal is like giving it his all and crying and everything, and even then I'm just like, I get it. She's about to come back.
It's not the same as when he's crying when he's talking to Ellie in the last.
It's like you totally can tell that. This isn't over. Okay, this is clearly not the last time we're going to see these characters. If you know anything about what's happening in Marvel,
and to dive into the next thing that I love, I think, like I said, my gripes with it are some stupid plot hole things, which I think is most superhero movies. Just their solution in the third act and is kind of just punch harder kind of shit. But my God, dude, I think that the performances are all awesome, and I think that's one thing that really shines when you have such a small cast and they all do a good job. I think everybody had a good amount here. I like that. Have you seen the other Fantastic Four movies?
Man, I maybe only saw the first one of what they did two of with like Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
I think I saw the first one maybe one time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And no, I don't remember any of it. So.
Okay, so Ben Grimm, the Thing, is very, very, no pun intended, but he's very grim. He's very depressing and sad, and he's so upset that he's a rock because like he can't do anything, can't function like normal. I like the Thing in this because he seemed like happy and positive, and people love him. He lifts up cars. He's making a relationship with that girl. He's like, he grows out the beard. I think the beard thing is dumb but funny.
It almost like in my head canon, I can believe like we bypassed having to see too much of his like really sad moments, and we got to the point in his life where he's like
he's accepted it.
He's accepting. He's kind of like just taking it now, and he's figuring out that people like him the way he is.
Yeah,
and you get to see him have a few interactions with other people, and like. Yeah, I think it's really well done where it's just like you said, everyone gets really nice amounts of screen time.
Yeah.
I think nobody got...
helps with the small
I don't think if anyone gets short-ended, it actually probably is the Thing where I wish I could have seen more.
Yeah.
A little bit more of him.
Yeah.
But I think you still do get to... What you do see is still really good.
Yeah.
And then everyone else also gets like really good amounts of screen time. I think... what they do with Johnny is kind of the like wild card for me, where I'm like, I don't really know what this dude's gonna do.
He's usually supposed to be a lovable dumb idiot, and he's like the one
and
that
he's
like
kind of
solves
and he's the
something in
ladies'
this.
man to some
Yeah.
extent. That's
Yeah.
clearly some of it. But I like, again, we hop into the point where it's like he went through his phases of being that like probably douchebag mode.
Yeah.
And we're at the point where he's like, I get it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm the sexy alien chick, and of course
Yeah, I know
think
what you guys think.
I
You know
think
what I
I
mean?
have a thing with her. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, but it totally works. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm totally laughing along and really enjoying the chemistry.
Dude, it's one of the few Marvel things where like the jokes and the stuff that they have, like I don't
It was-
I don't remember ones that don't hit. And it's
Yeah.
not over the head constant all the fucking time.
It was a
Yeah.
nice, just like, I don't know, smartly written
Yeah.
things where it's not slapsticky.
Yeah.
It just works with it. It's using all the characters' different traits against themselves
Yeah.
and just playing it off. And it's like, that's what we want. We just
Yeah.
want them to like, the Thing and Johnny kind of like bickering back and forth like a brotherly kind of thing.
He crushes the toy and blows
Yeah,
it in
like
his face.
awesome, loving it.
Yeah.
Every second
Yeah.
of that, I want more, and I still think we got perfect amount of it. So,
Pedro and Vanessa Kirby, their relationship, I was like, I buy this 100%. Maybe a
Totally.
little bit too much, where I think they're actually fucking.
bro, like
They're fucking in real life, dude. In all the clips that you see of them being all
Yeah.
weirdly frisky and all
she's
that
a
shit.
babe.
Yeah,
100%.
she's a dime piece. in
And
this
he's
movie.
like
Yeah.
the hottest ticket right now
He is the
in,
hottest ticket
in
right
the
now.
world.
But I buy all the relationships and I love all of them bouncing off of each other, and that's all I needed. Even the stupid little robot. Like I know Star Wars always has their little robot and things.
Theirs works. Yeah,
and it's good.
I didn't think it was like just shoehorned in because
Yeah,
we needed
close
the,
that.
like a funny robot character or something,
Yeah.
or just to have it to have.
He
it.
wasn't overly funny. He wasn't over there too much. He was actually had uses. He actually did stuff.
Like,
Where, like,
he
you tell him to
helps.
take over the ship,
Yeah.
or they tell him to take the kid and like protect him in the,
Yeah, he's
in the
like
building.
kind of a key part of most. Like he's included in everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's like he is part of this,
Yeah,
even
he's
though he's the robot. He's
Yeah.
not going to do much, but he kind of holds down the fort when everyone's at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
He's getting it done.
I think the first half of this movie is like
Kicks
a
ass.
9.5 out of 10.
I gotta say, for me, I've already said it to you when we were coming out, but
Yeah.
like easily favorite part, and still thinking back about it, I'm still thinking of it, like it's very vivid, was when they finally get to go to space for the first time to interact with Galactus,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna have a conversation with him, which does happen, but like,
Yeah, it was just wild.
Man.
I wasn't expecting that.
man, like I wasn't either, I think, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna like go there. Okay,
I didn't think we were going to
cool.
travel out into space.
And we get some really cool sci-fi stuff. Their ship is cool.
Yeah, their ship is dope as
they're,
fuck.
They're faster than light. The FTL system that they have where they dock and it allows
Yeah.
like hyperspeed space travel.
Yeah,
sick.
I didn't know about that.
Super sick. I
Yeah.
was loving all that. And then
It
you
all looks so
Then
cool.
you get to the place where Galactus is, and it's super sick.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
all dope.
like
Everything in space
I
is
was
sick
like,
as hell.
man, I'm really digging the aesthetic. I love how this looks. None, obviously CGI, but good. This is what we
The
want.
CGI is good.
This is what
CGI
we
is
want.
back.
The retro future 50s, 60s aesthetic
Love it.
does so much to help the movie. It like really looks good. I think that's the one thing is Captain America. I can remember. I hated the look of it. Like it,
Yeah.
I know what the like Marvel-esque movie look was, and they hit that so hard on the head where I'm like, man, I hate this.
The color grading,
The weird
scheming
color
is how
grading.
it looked. Yeah, it's
Using green.
hard to explain.
Like heavy green screens at times that just aren't like composited well enough or something. I don't
Well,
even know. Like
so we've talked about this technology before. I think we've talked about it before, but like
Oh.
Star Wars has been using it, the video walls.
yeah.
So
what's that called?
I forget what it's called, but they used it in. I don't know for sure if they did in Fantastic Four, but it's just reminding me of like why I think the flying looked really good
volume.
in Superman.
that what it's
Superman.
called?
I don't know.
Fuck,
I don't remember. That might be their specific one. But Superman, David Cornsweet is flying around in that video wall, and they have him strapped up, and there's a video wall around him. So
Yeah.
like you can see it, and it feels like you're in there, and they're blowing the wind on his face. They're making it cold, and so it's so much better than green screen because you think like you're not just staring at a green screen. You are staring at what you were supposed to be doing in the movie and feeling like you're immersed in there. And I don't know why I even went off on that tangent, just because I thought it was cool. And
No, yeah,
because I don't know for
there's
sure.
ways
Fantastic.
there's ways to do it that are good.
I
And
think
then-
more movies are doing stuff like that, and I don't
Yeah.
know for sure if Fantastic Four is doing that, but I definitely felt like it was because there was never a point except for one of the other big giant gripes:
Oh,
CGI baby.
CGI baby.
How are we back with CGI baby from
Okay.
Twilight, bro?
But at 50-50, sometimes it
does,
looks,
yeah.
well, there's also a real baby at times. But
Yes.
like, there's times where the CGI baby can look decent, and I'm like, okay. And then there's times where like I am looking at nothing but that weird ass face of this baby that I can tell it's so fake.
It's so bad.
Like
And
you
just
can
the way the
see-
baby moves is just...
I'm just looking at the baby, man. I'm just looking at the baby.
Yeah.
Like I get it. You got to do what you got to do for weird.
Yeah,
like,
I don't. I'd prefer you not to have a fucking baby on set and they're doing that. I guess I don't know. It just seems weird.
It's
but
child
also-
labor laws and stuff too.
Yeah.
It's like you just can't do the stuff. Like, I don't even know what it is for literal babies. If it's the
And
same
we know
as like
that from Nathan for you or from
yeah,
Rehearsal.
Nathan, yeah, dude, like straight up Nathan Fielder always teaching me more and more about the industry that I need to know. But like knowing that child labor laws exist, and that's like why it's really hard to have kids on time. Like at times they only get them for like 2 or 3 hours, I think at most, for a full day, and it's like you only got what you got. But CGI baby, it'll stick out at times.
CGI baby was a problem. But what I was getting at
That's
with
the
that,
only worst part of CGI for me.
well, exactly. And what I was getting at with that is there was no other points in the movie, and that's when I remembered the CGI baby. There's no points in the movie where I'm ever like taken out because I'm like, oh, this doesn't look real. This doesn't look like it. I'm mostly just going, oh, this is so cool looking.
Yeah.
Like all the space stuff
Just
that we're talking
yeah,
about.
like the perspective they get when meeting Galactus that first time, and it's
He's
just like
sitting
the
in his
whole
chair and
like
he's
you're just looking at the screen and it's just really dark, but you can tell something's there and he's talking, and there you see like the perspective of the Fantastic Four. They're literally like dots,
yeah,
and
little
then this
ants.
dude brings his face out, and you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
like I was very, very surprised at like how much I was into the villain and how they presented him, and just being like, I am ready for like, I'm already hoping for this third act to kick ass. I just want to see this dude come in and kind of wreck shit a little bit because he is sick looking. And they get what's his name, Ralph Ineson as the voice, who has like, I don't. That's a weird name to know unless you've watched movies with him in it. But he has a voice that is so distinct and so just like baritone and
Powerful.
low.
Is he Optimus?
No,
That's
that's
a
some old
different
dude.
guy.
That's like some old dude.
Okay, the dude who's Optimus has been Optimus since like the cartoons.
Yeah,
in the
I think
80s.
it's like some old dude or something, like some white guy.
I don't know
maybe,
why I
but-
even said that. He didn't sound anything like Optimus, but I just think of
But
big booming
that voice definitely does a lot for me, and they just presented Galactus really well.
I thought he was scary as hell. I thought he was menacing. I thought he was very his presence was like maybe a little bit anxious when he's on the screen. But yeah, the whole Galactus thing out there in space when they go to him, it was surprising. It was cool. I thought it was fun. I like that they built the stakes of Johnny only being able to use so much of his flame powers out there because of the oxygen running out. And then learning more from the Silver Surfer, all that stuff is cool.
I actually did like the fact that they use him as like the gateway to her.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense for me, and they use Johnny as like the language guy. He had a conversation. He also does some sick stuff where he's just like instantaneously, without question, when he sees the Silver Surfer, he's just like, I'm gone.
Oh, when he jumps off the balcony?
Yeah, and
I was
he's
like,
ju-
yeah.
like, he-
well,
he has
Reed just says Johnny, and Johnny jumps off.
Zero hesitation, dude's like, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And just flies up all the way to the point where he knows, like, if I go any further, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. And, like, has a little interaction with her, which is a really cool part, I think. And he just has, like, and he also is the one where at the point he tries to make a bargain. And he's like, take me instead. And I was like,
That's not what we want.
I was like,
not
it's
what
not
we
going to happen, but I feel good.
Yeah.
I get it, dude. I like that they just show, like, these people would do anything for each other. Like, all of them
as a family, and they care
like
about each other and the people.
These four are going to do whatever it takes to make sure as much of the human race can exist and be safe, and even more so that the four of them are going to be safe.
Yeah.
So, like, that's really cool to see. It's really well done.
The thing I think that might be my favorite in the movie, I don't know, maybe other than like the intro, I don't know. No, this is probably my favorite. Is after they're running from Galactus.
The chase is crazy.
And the Silver Surfer chasing them. Basically, they end up leaving Galactus and like running from him because they don't agree to his deal because they want the baby. Blah blah blah, all this stuff, and they're running from him. And they jump to light speed, and then she can still follow them through light speed, and then they decide their plan is to jump out into a black hole and get her sucked into the black hole and fly out through the black hole. She is literally... Okay, so first, actually, before I say that, the black hole is the scientifically accurate black hole that they created from Interstellar.
Yeah.
So I love that that's like a staple in movies now. Is like black holes need to look like this.
It's kind of how it is.
And it's so sick. It
It's
looks
awesome.
amazing. Doesn't look as good as it does as Interstellar, I don't think.
It's
Because
not
Interstellar's
the
different.
stakes are
It's a different thing.
Yeah, like the
different
the
thing.
dramatic effect of what's happening in Interstellar.
Yeah.
It goes so far beyond what
Yeah.
this feel good movie can do.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing. So I'm just kind of
Yeah.
fucking around there. But the Silver Surfer Surfer, and one of the few things, like, I think the Silver Surfer might be, like, the weakest point of the movie for me. I just don't really care. I mean, she's, like, whatever.
Didn't get enough time with her.
Exactly. It's kind of one of those things.
And it's like, I don't fault them. I agree. I don't know how you do more with her. It's tough. Like, it's a weird spot.
It's tough without a longer movie and just more in it. And this is one of those few movies where I think it could have benefited from being like 10 minutes longer.
With credits, I'm sure it was just like 5 minutes under 2 hours.
Yeah, it was sub 2 hours, which is awesome. But then also, it does kind of suck when you go into a movie you like a lot and you're like, I need.
I think definitely like you could have interspersed a couple more interactions and talking points with some key characters that I would not have been opposed to.
Yeah,
because I liked everything that was going on and I wanted more. Really. Yeah.
But she is literally surfing on her silver surfboard, a black hole, chasing them through space.
Dude, it's
like,
sick.
This is fucking sick.
They make it look so cool. Like,
they
so
do make it,
cool.
Like, and the sounds they make,
I was like, that's the best moment. Fully encapsulating, like, the Galactus first trip. The interaction with him and then leading into that is like, oh, yeah. Like, this is why I want to go to the movies.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing I'm seeing where, like, I can't see this anywhere else at this level. I can't see the movie that actually can show me, all right, here's the Fantastic Four going in light speed with the Silver Surfer chasing them into a black hole, and then Sue's going to turn them invisible, fake her out, and even the, like, way they show her, like morphing into the, like, black hole is crazy.
Dude, also, Johnny shooting her and the light bending around her because they're in faster than light travel, so he can't hit her.
Nothing
shooting
goes
her and the light's bending.
Sick.
And like, this is just all cool ass sci-fi shit.
And it's 100% like cool details to put in that I'm just like, that's fucking sick. That's
and
awesome.
all at the same time, at least I think it's insinuated that Galactus puts her into labor, so she's having the baby while they're running from the Silver Surfer on the spaceship.
Oh, is that what happened?
I don't know for sure, but he looks at her, does her scanner thing, and then she starts going, oh, and like...
I guess that is...
It could just be a stressful situation, because I know that happens when you're pregnant. Also, another stupid, dumb movie plot thing. Why are you taking an 8-month pregnant lady to space?
That was a decision.
Like, okay, whatever.
But they're not going to break up the four.
No.
And without her, they don't live.
Yeah.
So...
Because she's super fucking
She's the only way they got the fucking thing invisible.
Yeah, and it was so cool. So yeah, they jump out in the black hole to try to suck the Silver Surfer in there and use relativity.
I guess on top of the chaos of what is this scene that we've described, in the ship is a full-on pregnancy where she's birthing the baby. Yeah. So you're also intermixing between her like...
there's so many stakes happening.
Like there's so much going on, but it's like, it's really high stakes. It's all presented totally well where you're just like, what is gonna happen?
Yeah, there's so much
how are we getting out of this? And like, what is gonna happen? And they're gonna make it. You're only like a third through the movie, but
and they make Reed actually smart and do dope smart things like create the teleporter or say we're gonna jump into a black hole to suck her in and fly out and turn invisible and do this.
Yeah, they do say all the plans. Yeah. And that, I think, goes so far, too, of, like, knowing exactly what's going on. And
show me that he's smart. Don't just say he's the smartest man in the world. Why?
And all the reason, even to the point where, obviously, there's plot holes with the teleporters, but I was actually kind of totally into, like, him being like, I've got an idea. It's going to be a long shot. Like, we're going to have to teleport the world out of here. But him getting to the point of being like, the only reason we never saw that is because it was too late. Silver Surfer got there and disrupted it. Yeah. Like, I still want to know, like, would it have worked? I don't know.
Well, and it's not nearly on the same level, but it gives you slight Independence Day vibes because it's like we're uniting the world against a common enemy. It's like nice. That's what I'm talking about. Being even though it's doom and gloom, it's this dude who's coming to destroy the planet. It is very warm and happy. I don't. It's weird to describe.
I liked it. Like they definitely do play on.
It's very optimistic.
I think they could have maybe even played more onto the whole like, the world would be pissed that they didn't give up the baby.
Yeah,
there would be
dumb.
like I almost wish there like maybe was a scene of I could totally see us getting cut just because it doesn't need to be there, but like people trying to kill them, like assassinate them or something, and or just trying to kidnap the baby. Yeah. Because I totally believe that in a real world scenario there would be so many groups of people that are like, fuck that. That baby's gone. I don't care if it means that you don't get your baby.
I'm on that team.
Yeah.
Like you're not giving up your one baby for all 8 billion of us.
The biggest thing that is like I don't think so. Is like the world pretty easily comes out to be like, oh, we're sorry for how we acted just after Sue gives a big talk about how she's a mom now. and like I'd give up my. I'm gonna butcher it. She has like a saying she says to kind of.
It was actually really cool. It's
like a good analogy to really like reference what's going on here, and you wouldn't, if you were in my position, you'd do the same thing.
Well, she says I'm not sacrificing my baby for this planet, but I'm also not sacrificing this planet for my baby, or it's something along those lines. Where like she said the same thing backwards, and it's actually a pretty cool speech, but I don't buy that being in there.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Like, it's like, okay, well, the whole world's on your side now.
There would have been a riot right there.
Yeah.
So there would have been a full-on, people would have tried to shoot the baby right there, probably.
And I feel like the only reason that I would be on the other side where I'm like, okay, yeah, keep your baby, is like, okay, how do we know he does that? That's, like, we don't know. I think, might just be saying
I think I wish they would have just said that.
Yeah,
I wish if they had just come out and been like, so we're just going to believe him? And we continue the cycle, right? Like, that good for us. Like, no, we are going to fight back.
Also, I like that they're showing that Reed just kind of fucking up because they try to get off on there, and I think they do, that he's not socially intelligent. He's just like, he's book smart.
Yeah.
And so when he comes out from the press briefing, when they should have just fucking waited and made a game plan, and says, he wanted our baby and we told him no, and now he's going to destroy the planet. Like, okay, it's like, what do you think the people
He's
are
a little
say
too truthful, where I'm like, buddy, your PR sense is zero.
Yeah, you got to work on this a little bit.
You
like,
could have said anything else.
Yeah.
Are we safe? I don't know.
And then it comes out a little bit later, and we will protect you.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing, because I totally thought this movie was going to be Galactus actually destroying the planet and them disappearing and flying off in their ship and then coming into the universe, into the normal MCU.
Oh.
That's what I thought this movie was going to be, so I was really taken aback by it. Just was kind of a normal thing, because I was like, it would have been cool to see a loss and all this
I guess if that would have happened, that would have been crazy.
It would, and I thought,
because I was expecting how it did end.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, we're going to solve this and probably move on to the next thing maybe. If that had happened, I would have been like, what is going on?
Yeah, and I thought Galactus, again, like I've said several times, being the big, giant, godlike, omnipotent being, when they throw him in the portal, he's like, oh, I knew this was going to happen, or I have a way to get out of this, blah, blah, blah. And he just comes back and destroys it, and they're like flying off on their ship when that happens, and then they get caught in some time warp and then jump into our universe.
It's too much.
Yeah.
I feel like it had to have been for someone like me who just came out of it.
Yeah.
I say it would be crazy, but that's also the point where I would have been like, fucking it. We had to do this shit, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to bring all the other, where I'm like, I really like that this does not have to play so hard into knowing who all the other characters are, only until obviously like a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
And even then, it's
That's what those are for.
It's very tame.
Yeah.
It's very tame. Like one instance of some character, we're in spoilers, doesn't matter. But it's like, and if you probably know who it is, I feel like
anyways,
it's like you're gonna see the backside of a guy who's clearly Doctor Doom holding the baby.
Yeah.
And he's in their whatever, their building, which is probably high security. So it's like, he's here. And
it makes a little like warping noise sound. He teleports in there.
Yeah, so like that's true. She ends up being like, "What's going on?" She like leaves for a second, and so that's all it is. But even then, that harkens back to the original Avengers to me, where I'm like, this thing ends, and it ends on a note of like, who the hell is the big purple thumb guy with the Avengers? I'm like, I don't know who that is, but that was kind of crazy.
Nobody did.
And that's how it's supposed to be. It's just a little tease for what's to come. You've got to put the seed in for the idea and let it do its thing.
Yeah.
And this is doing that again, where it's just like, hey, this guy's here. I do kind of know a little bit more of what this is, because now the MCU exists as it is. So it's a different game. But.
I'm really curious to see how they bring him in now, because I thought that's for sure how they would do it. So I'm kind of curious.
I love how it was like, they can't actually show his face.
Yeah. No,
because that paycheck would be crazy for what is half a second.
Yeah.
And it's still funny though to know when you're watching. I'm like, you cowards can't just show his damn face.
Sons of bitches.
You can't do like, or like you're not supposed to see his face, but like the mask even. Yeah, it's like couldn't even show like any. I almost want even just like a slight like, and then they cut or like, but no, it was so clear cut. Like it's just the tease.
Yeah,
we're just starting here.
Yeah, so I'm really curious to see where everything goes. I think it was really cool showing them using their powers, like, because I kind of forgot about this because we jumped over it a little bit in the intro. But it's just a montage of explaining like an announcer guy comes out on stage and he's like, you already know their story, and he gives you like a quick background story of like how they happened. They went to space, they got these powers, they came back, they became our leaders, and everybody loves them, blah, blah, blah. They're awesome celebrities. But it's showing them using their powers, like him carrying the boat Reed fighting that fucking monkey and swinging around and stuff. I honestly can't remember anything that Sue Storm does, but just using her shield and invisible powers, doing cool shit. But then Johnny Storm flying up to those buildings that are on fire and just sucking up all the
That was
flames
cool.
into them. I'm like, this is the shit
That
this is a cool thing I've never seen before. I like
Exactly.
the idea and the concept.
I was like, I
This
didn't
is
know
sick.
he could do that. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
God,
dope.
that's sick.
So I was like, I like this a lot.
Yeah, that was
just laying the foundation for me getting excited.
Super good montage at the beginning to set the scene very nicely, well paced. It got all the details in that I needed to know for
Yeah.
and here they are now, and the movie can start.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, perfect.
I like-
feel caught up actually.
one positive thing about being this deep into the superhero era, Jesus Christ, is that we realize we don't have to go, at least for ones that we've done before, we don't have to go through the fucking origin stories of them. We can just dive in.
People
do a
got too
montage. They
too
did it with-
burnt out clearly,
Yeah, they
and
did.
everyone's like, we do not need this.
They did it with
much.
Spider-Man. Superman just did it. Fantastic Four just did it because we've had so many iterations of those fucking
Yeah,
movies.
we get it.
Batman, the same thing.
Jump straight into
Jump
Batman.
straight into it, and I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
And some people still bitch about that, but I mean, people are.
That's a
bitch about
personal
everything.
preference. And
Yeah.
like for me, I'm like the dark or Batman Begins, and that exists already. Like there are, and maybe give it 5-10 years. The next Batman comes around, they'll do it. They'll go back to the origin. Like
Well,
they'll have to.
No, Batman's coming out a lot. sooner
Yeah,
than that.
exactly. Like whenever who knows.
Batman
but-
2 is apparently coming out too. The Robert Pattinson one.
Yeah.
Not connected
Whenever.
to the DCU universe.
Yeah, whenever that happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, we're most people are tired of the origin, and it's so true. Where the best part of the origin story superhero movies are when you finally get to them being the superhero.
Yeah.
and it's like finally, 5 minutes, we're done. Movie's over.
There
And
are
it's,
certain ones
damn.
where I like it, but yeah, it's like you want to see them get suited up and see them being a superhero.
Yeah.
And like that's what you're there for. And they jump right into
The
that.
first
I
Iron
think-
Man though still holds up as
good.
potentially one of the best superhero origin and superhero movies I think ever.
I agree. And
That
like,
first Iron Man does so much right because of feeling so grounded. Where they knew this is the first shot at all of the MCU, and it still feels like a legitimate just movie that could have come out. This doesn't feel MCU yet, like we know MCU, and
Yeah.
it's all the better I think with the terrorist angle and him just being the dude in the
Very
cave.
grounded.
Very
Yeah.
grounded. It's very military-esque instead of
Very
superhero-esque.
yeah.
But that's kind of Iron Man. He's not a superpower superhero. He's a smart dude with a really cool suit.
And even aside from that stuff in it, that movie holds up so well too because that's the only movie that Robert Downey Jr. is in a suit. So it's a very practical.
Yeah, in a real suit.
all the other ones he's in CGI stuff.
Yeah, those
Or at least like
they
partial,
still make it
partial things.
They make
and
it
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, and so it still holds up like effects wise, which
Yeah.
is awesome too. Whereas like I don't know, I think a lot of those earlier ones do, but like we've talked about this many times, how it seems like CGI's gotten worse. Although Fantastic Four and Superman, I feel like they look pretty damn good. Avatar looks pretty damn
I
good.
think it's not
Avatar better look good.
It's not that CGI gets worse. I think it's a miscommunication between the people who do the CGI and the director of the movie, who does not know what this vision fully looks like yet.
or
and
trying
then-
to use too much and not having a good balance of practical
Yeah.
and CG or like just all the things.
There's many ways where it's just they weren't given enough time. Maybe the director wouldn't budge on something, and they're just like, this is how it's going to look, dude. If this is what you want, this is what it is. And it's like, all right, I like it. And even they're probably like, I don't really like it. It's like,
yeah, but
whatever.
what are we gonna do? Are we gonna spend another $2 million on
Yeah,
trying
budgetary
to make this perfect?
constraints on every end for that kind of stuff. And they are, I think, the department that probably gets the short end of the stick more often than not, is just not enough time and not enough money to make what you really, truly would have wanted. But movies that can understand that balance of figuring out it's crucial here and it's not crucial here.
Yeah,
This is where we use it. This is where we don't. It's it doesn't. It's not even the fact of all action has to be practical and all the stunts
No,
need to be real. No, just don't cross that line of such uncanny valley. Or we're going when they start doing certain moves and I'm I'm gone.
yeah.
It's a full CGI dude just freaking going nuts.
Yeah, they're just-
It's less. I want choreography. Choreography can still exist.
Yeah.
And in the instance of all this, so
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I got too much more to say about it. Oh, I was gonna say this movie figured that out. This movie doesn't have that.
no,
it's just-
action feels
again,
very straightforward. You know what's
There's not a
going
ton
on.
of action.
Not really.
Not
And
really.
I think that is really good thing going for it. Whereas most movies in this instance, I'd be like, ooh, I wish I had more action to take away from what was probably the character stuff I wasn't enjoying. I was enjoying the character stuff so much that the action hits, and I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I forgot. Like,
just
we
icing on the
can
cake.
still see, like, superheroes doing superhero shit.
Yeah.
So that's, like, always a better case scenario.
Yeah.
Always.
But, yeah, we could wrap up here. I don't know, unless you got any other last-minute thoughts. I think I'm good on mine.
No, it's like a strong 8.
Yeah, I give this movie a solid 8 too. I want to go back and look and see what my Superman one was now, because I think, at least seeing it now and what my opinion on this and that, like I think that movie, I feel like I gave it a 7.5, but I might have given it an 8. I don't know. They're both really close. It's fun. It's exciting times. It's like a different version of Barbenheimer because you get to Barbenheimer was just like box office stuff, not
That was
obviously
crazy,
movie comparison stuff. But this, you got the.
That
What
was
did they call it? They called it like Super 4, some stupid, some bullshit. Obviously, it wasn't memorable enough for me to actually remember what it was, but I don't know. It's just
Nothing
fun.
will surpass the like viral nature and the marketing scheme of
Yeah.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah,
that
I know.
was crazy.
It worked so well.
It was
awesome.
insane.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Barbie.
I have,
Really?
and
It was
it's
pretty funny. Ryan Gosling.
it is funny. Well, 100% best
Yeah,
part, best part,
yeah.
easily. But that's a dude who who watched the Barbie movie by himself. I do think it's still funny. There's a lot of like really corny stuff that happens at times.
Oh,
and, like,
I know. You could just see it in the trailers.
the plot line with like a mom and daughter, or like the girl stuff with it, where I'm like, I can't really relate.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to be on the Ryan Gosling's funny
Yeah.
guy kind of side.
Yeah.
But I do think it's still pretty funny.
What else? I mean, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just because we've gone through the hype of this, but like, what are the other, are there any more big summer, superhero movies are done for the year. Are there any other
Oh,
like
really?
like big ones at least. Are there any other like big crazy blockbusters that I can think of except for Avatar in December?
That's in
I
December?
think so.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Dang, I didn't realize
I
that.
think they're supposed to come out every 2 years for the next like decade.
Has it already been 2 years since the second one?
I think it came out in December 23. I think. I don't know. I'll look that
I
up
didn't
and see.
even realize
but-
that. It would make sense. I mean, we're seeing trailers now, and I don't think it's a movie that needs.
Well,
a,
he filmed these next 3 or 2
Like,
all back to back, which
is
is why there's a big gap.
crazy. Then I just saw this like comment on Reddit or something where someone's like, he fronted all the money already, and they've already
Jesus.
made back all that from 2.
Fuck yeah, they did.
This is all profits, baby. Like,
Let's
dude,
ride.
James Cameron has cracked the code in Hollywood.
$1 billion.
Have you seen what the highest grossing films of all time are?
Yeah.
He's like 3 of the top 4 or 5.
Yeah.
With Avatar, Avatar 2, Titanic,
Yep.
probably Avatar 3. Like, when it comes out, the dude just rakes in
Yeah, James
cash.
Cameron knows what he's doing. And then we got
Oh.
Christopher Nolan too with the Odyssey. Oh man, it's a good time. It's a good time. But yeah, I don't know what else is coming out this year, so I'll have to look and see what I'm excited for next, because I can't really think of anything. I mean, we had the 3 big banger blockbuster movies, which the sleeper one that we aren't talking about because we don't give a fucking shit. That.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth, Reborn, whatever the hell it is. And apparently
It's just
if-
not the same.
I don't
It's
I don't
just not.
I don't know if it's still accurate, but that one is making more money than both of these movies. They're still they're still always billion-dollar movies,
internationally, then people love dinosaurs, and not as many people.
I
are
love
super-
dinosaurs, but I
Yeah.
don't give a shit about
I
this
don't.
movie
That's why
anymore.
it's like I wear this just because. Well, it's a sick shirt. Jurassic Park is sick. Jurassic Park
is sick.
goes down for me as potentially top 5 all-time best movies ever.
It's top 10 easily
It
for me.
is
It's so
such
good.
a bona fide classic that cannot
So-
be touched.
So
And
thought-provoking, still holds up
I
practically.
really just don't give a shit about any of these new ones. I saw the first Jurassic World with Chris Pratt, and I
That
remember
was
being
fine.
like,
This was fine.
fine, yeah. And fine is honestly not the caliber that I want for Jurassic Park.
no.
Oh, sorry, Jurassic World. It's like, it's not even, this is its own thing.
This is the 7th
Nobody can touch Jurassic Park.
This is the 7th movie.
It's ew.
Yeah, because
Ew.
there's 3 Jurassic Park movies, 3 Jurassic World movies, and then there's Jurassic World, whatever this one is, and I think it's supposed to be the start of another trilogy.
Dude, see.
Because why wouldn't it be?
It's like, yeah.
They make $1 billion, bro.
I know exactly. They just make so much money. That's what
Yeah.
blows my mind. Is like, I guess dinosaurs are that cool. They are. If dinosaurs are
Dinosaurs are
sick,
sick.
they
Yeah.
are cool. That's definitely. I just would never really expect it to keep going like this. I don't think anyone could have
Dude,
expected
some
it.
of those movies just do that. Like the fact that and we're kind of rambling here. We'll wrap up in a second. But the fact that the Venom movies got a trilogy and those movies all together made billions of dollars, and you look at their Rotten Tomato scores, they're all in like the 30s or something. It's like, where are these being watched at? What the fuck are these Chinese people doing, man?
That's the thing. I don't
time at these CG fest movies?
I'll never understand, like, who do we even know who watches like Jurassic World or has seen any of them past that first one?
I mean, me. Other than the
Well,
newest
that's
one.
talking about them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no.
Like none of us are actually like,
Even Matt's
you guys,
bitch ass, I
like,
don't
yeah,
think
like
that-
nobody's like, oh, I really loved it. I can't remember anyone ever
No.
saying that about any of these.
No.
And yeah, we've got plenty of people who will watch just random stuff and be like, hey, I thought this was pretty
Oh
good.
my god, we're not going to talk about this.
I
'cause we're
already
just
know.
gonna-
I watched it too.
Did you really?
I did.
Okay, maybe we'll talk about it next week then. Is Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a sleeper one. We'll tease for next week. We'll be talking about Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Is there anything else that you're watching that I should watch and check out?
No,
Not watching any shows.
I kind
The
of
show thing kind of died off after the first third of the year, I feel like.
Yeah,
Kinda
well,
went into movies.
Severance finished, Last of Us finished. I was watching
The-
Righteous Gemstones, but
the
then
Dune show.
I
I never got hooked by White Lotus.
yeah, and I only watched the one season. Even I never
Yeah.
kept going. It maybe I'll come back to it. I
Yeah.
wasn't too like obviously wanting to keep going, but I don't know. I haven't been watching much. Actually, what I do need to watch and I know you probably wouldn't watch it, or not a lot of people would give a fuck,
I'm
but
kinda down for whatever.
the new season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Oh,
is
yeah.
airing, and I'm such a devout fan where I know a lot of people I know plenty of discourse about the show, and like I'd say for me seasons 1 through 13 all banger. Like all
1
good.
through
Like there
13
might
is
be
just
some
crazy
downer
stuff.
episodes that aren't as good, but they're all good. We're in the 16th or 17th season now, and like 14, 15 into where we're at, it's different. It's not necessarily the classic. I still think they're super funny, and it's just like there might be a couple more episodes that aren't as crazy good, but that is like my all-time. I think it's my favorite show ever.
I love it.
I really do, because I've watched
Comedy
it
show.
more than anything, and so I do need to catch up on that, and I probably will.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
a different one.
I'll look up and see, because I know there's things that I want to watch, but nothing's coming to mind, and then I'm going to look up movies
If
too,
you
but we'll-
ever actually did a watch through, it would change the podcast entirely if you had to
Okay.
talk about the episodes. But it's
Okay.
like, if you ever went and watched through the whole show, I
Sunny?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I 100% would be the one to sit here and I could talk about every episode in depth, as many references as possible. Like, it's so funny. I think it's so good.
We could always do a separate thing. I don't know. Who knows? There's so many possibilities out there. But let us know what you thought of Fantastic Four if you've seen it already. Let us know what you thought of Superman compared to Fantastic Four and which one you liked more, because I'm still curious to see if what I've seen on the internet is right, that most people seem to think Superman is better. I don't know. At the end of the day, they're both good movies to me, and I enjoyed watching them, and I like that. I just like enjoying superhero shit. So go check them out. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.